So today what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be reviewing this palette that I bought by a company that's kind of blown up in the United States in the last few months, I want to say. You can now get their brand in Ulta. So before, I think they were just based out of London, if I'm not mistaken on that. But we are going to try out the Revolution Makeup Revolution London Rose Gold Chocolate Palette, which looks like this. It is the coolest packaging I think I've ever seen for an eyeshadow palette. And it's kind of crazy because they have multiple palettes like this that look like a chocolate bar, but they have different themes. So they have like a mint chocolate one, and this is lime green instead of this being rose gold. Which is really awesome. As far as packaging goes, I think they did an absolutely fantastic job, because when I was in Ulta and I was trying to figure out what product I was gonna try, my eye immediately went to this because of the packaging on it. It just looks really cool and something fun to have in your makeup set. Whenever you open up the packaging, of course, on the inside, it does come with the protector. And then it also has all the names. So unfortunately with this one, it doesn't have the names on the back. So for me, since I am a YouTuber, I'm actually gonna take this and I'm gonna, oh, it's a lame brush. Nobody uses these anymore. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this, and I'm actually gonna tape it to the mirror so I can see the names whenever I'm doing this eye look. There we go. Doesn't look terrible. It could be worse. I think the cool thing about this product is the fact that it does have a really good price point, especially for those who are trying to kind of get into makeup, maybe get a feel for it. This was probably one of the most, actually no, they had one more palette that was a little bit more neutral than this one. So if you're kind of starting off in makeup, I think this would be a good company to go with, because as far as I know, I have only tried their concealer, which I know has been on my channel plenty of times at this point, but I haven't actually tried their eyeshadows yet, so that is something that's kind of new to me. I did swatch this palette in the store because I wanted to make sure that if I was going to try something, that it was going to be worth it, and worth it to put on my channel. But at the same time, you know, I did get it at Ulta, and Ulta does have reputable brands, so I wasn't too worried about it. I believe this palette was $16, I think is how much it was. I want to swatch a few of these shimmer colors, and that's what's really nice about this palette. So if you look at how they set it up, so majority of the shimmers are going to be up here, and then you have your mattes down here. So they're separated, which is nice. I am going to swatch Hard Work, which is this gold color right up here. We're gonna swatch that one. Let's see. So we'll come here. Let's get that focused. Not bad. That looks like the same color as my skin tone. Okay, so I'm gonna do the one next to it here, which is Luxe, which is this one right here. Use a different finger. Oh, that's very, this is definitely one of those that you need to pack on with a brush, because look how kind of loose, like not loose, but it's very thick and very creamy, but at the same time, it kind of reminds me of the Huda Beauty palettes. So we're gonna go ahead. In. Yeah. It's not terrible. Yeah, definitely. That's one that you pack on with a brush for sure. You can see that right there. Like kind of broke apart a little bit. Oh. Yeah, you want to pack that one. Now we're gonna go in. Let's try a matte shade. I kind of want to see what that looks like. So I'm actually gonna try the color Girl Boss. Nice, which is this one here. I'm gonna use this finger. And nice and saturated. And we'll focus that in. That's not bad. Yeah, it's not very chalky, which is nice because it's kind of, you know, you never know whenever you get these palettes how they're gonna work out. I don't know what's going on with Luxe. That's a weird look. You can just like scrape it off. No! I think that's one that you should probably pack on with the brush, maybe get it a little wet. That is so weird. I don't know what to think about that. But we're gonna give it a shot, try it on the eyes, see how it works out. You never know, this could be a complete flop, but I have been impressed with this company so far, so we're gonna give it a shot today. I'm gonna start off by priming my face, and today I am feeling a little dry, so we're gonna go in with the NYX Hydration Primer. The spray tan is kicking today, y'all. She's there, as you can see. Okay, so we're gonna do this the same way that I always do. I'm gonna go ahead, put my foundation throughout that area and go ahead and blend that in. I'm gonna go in with my AOA Studio high definition brush in the F7, and I'm just gonna kind of buff this in. This brush is kind of nice because it has an angle to it, so it's, if you can kind of see it like here, there it is. So now we're gonna go in with my eye primer. And we're gonna put that all over the lid. And then I'm actually gonna use another brush for this. So this one is the smaller angle brush. This is an E107, and it looks like this. I'm going to use that to pack in my primer. I'm going to go ahead and start out with a base color. So I'm going to use this one here, which is Independent. And I'm going to go in with my Alamar blending brush. The fallout's pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. Like, it's kind of rough, but it's not the worst. You just kind of want to set this up as the base before we go in with all the darker colors. So I'm just taking this color and blending it everywhere, up kind of towards, I keep everything off of my lid for the most part, unless I know that I'm not going to be doing a cut crease. And right now I haven't decided if I'm going to do that yet, so I'll keep everything off of my lid. But I do want to blend this color up towards the brow bone, so we can have a good transition shade. We're gonna go in with the Girl Boss color, which is this one here. And I'm gonna put that in my crease and kind of deepen this up a little bit using the same fluffy brush. Now I'm gonna go in with the color Backup, which is this one here and the bottom. And I'm going to kind of deepen up the crease a little bit. I am using my Coastal Scents 250 brush. Tap off the excess. And then I'm just going to lightly go into the crease and darken up that crease area there. Nice. This is kind of a more neutral palette too, so I mean, for the colors that are in there, I think this is kind of a good everyday palette that you can wear. And I'm just going back over the edges here, kind of blending that out. I want to make sure it's very smooth and we don't have any harsh lines. At the same time, I don't feel like this is necessarily dark enough, so I think I'm going to go back in with the Backup color, and then I'm going to go in with the Side Chick color too. So I'm going to mix these two, and how I do that is I kind of just tap in one, and then I'll tap in the other, kind of go back and forth. Of course, dust off the excess, and I'm going to kind of press this more in the corner, in the outer corner. definitely think that made it a little warmer. I'm contemplating on going in between the Sheet color, which is this one on the edge here, and Barbie, which is this one. They're both shimmer colors. So I kind of want to see how those stick to the eye. Since this is a shimmer color, I am going to use a packing brush. This one is by Jackie and Lauren. And this is the one that I use for a lot of my packing because it's flat and it's synthetic. So I'm going to use the color Chic because I feel like that is the most rose gold color in this palette, which it does come out on the brush very well, so that's nice. And we're just going to go ahead and we're going to pack this color all over the lid. Not wanting to stick to the lid that well, especially like over the eyeshadow that we've already done. It's not really wanting to stick there, but I'm gonna keep packing it on anyways. We're gonna try doing this. So I'm gonna take my Tarte Skin Mist, which is this one here, and I'm gonna wet my brush a little bit and see if maybe it will stick better if the brush is wet or if the pigment is wet. I'm wondering if it's one of those where it's kind of supposed to be more metallic. So pretty much what I do here is I just take my brush and then I'm just gonna spray it down. I'm gonna spray the other side too. I'm gonna go back in with that color. Let's see how it picks up this time. See, I feel like that's maybe more pigmented, or it's picking it up a little bit better. I don't know, we'll see. And then we're just gonna pat this on the lid. And I already know with these colors, you know, you are supposed to pat them. You're not supposed to swipe them across the eye because then they definitely won't stick. So we want to make sure we are patting that into the eyelid. That's better. That looks better to me. I'm gonna do my brush again. And I'm actually gonna do it to the other side because that actually worked out way better than I thought it was going to.
Yes, queen, kill it!
I am going to take my Morphe M506 brush and I want to go in with, let's see, oh, this is Gold Digger. So this one right here in the middle, I want to put that on the inner corners and kind of see how that looks. We're just gonna put that right in the inner corner. Kind of pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm going to tightline my waterline. This is the Hard Candy eyeliner in the Carbon Black, I believe. And so I'm just gonna tighten line the top and bottom lash line. I'm gonna go in with the Pretty Vulgar ink pot in the color Blacklist. And this is an obsession, by the way. This company, I'm telling you, every time that I wear their liner, somebody asks me what I'm wearing, and I pull this thing out, and they're like, what is that? Because it looks so cool with the gold wrapping, and it's black. And it's a ton of product for, let's see, this is 0.2 ounces of product. So what I like to do for this is I'm actually gonna go ahead, I'm gonna spray my brush to kind of get it wet a little bit because I want this to be a little bit more liquidy. The only bad thing about it, it can dry up a little bit. So same thing that we did with the eyeshadow, I'm gonna go ahead and do with this brush, kind of just spritz front and back. And then we're gonna go in with the liner here. I'm gonna start with my wing, so bottom lash line. I'm gonna pull that out. And then I'm just gonna go back in this way. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with some mascara. I am going to be using my L'Oreal Telescopic in Carbon Black. Like always, I'm gonna coat the top. And then I'm gonna go underneath and hit the bottom. Which helps keep your eyelashes black whenever you put on false lashes. So I do like doing that step where I start doing the top, or I put mascara on the top of the lashes and then I go on the bottom and I put them on the bottom of the lashes. We're gonna do the other side now. So putting the mascara on the top first, kind of wiggling the brush. And we're gonna put it underneath. So I picked up some new eyelashes. I'm excited to try them. So these are the Ardell Mega Volume lashes, like this. So I'm gonna cut them real quick, and then I'm gonna go ahead and stick these lashes on off of camera. Okay, so I went ahead and put on my lashes and then also did my eyebrows off of camera. So now I'm gonna go ahead and go in here and we're gonna finish the rest of the face. And then last bit that we're gonna do before we finish this up, I'm gonna go ahead and go back into the Revolution palette, and we're gonna use the highlighting color that's in here, which is called Hold Up, and it's this big one up here at the top. I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of highlighting underneath my eyebrows. The brush I'm gonna use is an Anastasia Beverly Hills brush, and it looks like this, and it came in one of the palettes that I have, but I actually really like it for putting on highlight under the brows. Last but not least, we're gonna go ahead and set everything. I am gonna use my Morphe setting spray here. Okay, so this is the final look with this palette. Final thoughts about this palette here. I think the packaging is really awesome. I think it is so perfect as far as marketing goes. They did an amazing job on this. I'm obsessed with just the way that it looks. But at the same time, I feel like the shadow looks good. It's not the worst that I've had, and it's definitely not dry. It's just something is very interesting about these shimmer colors. Like, I can go in closer on this one. Let me see if that will focus right there. It looks like it's just breaking apart, and I'm not really sure what's going on there. I don't know if it's just the palette or what. I think it's very natural. So if you're looking for something that's more, I think, natural, and if you're starting off with makeup, I think this is an amazing palette for you because the price point is so perfect for just something that you can have in your kit when you're just starting out, because you know, a lot of people don't have the type of money to buy Anastasia Beverly Hills or Huda, and so this is a great palette. I think that would be good to start with. So I'm definitely going to keep it. I'm definitely going to work with it again. I do want to do more looks with this and kind of play around more with the colors. I do think that once I put the setting spray on the brush and went into those shimmer colors, that it actually ended up sticking better on the eyelid. So that's probably something I would recommend if you're going to use one of these and you're going to use the shimmers, is to go ahead and wet the brush, because that worked out much better. So that is going to conclude this look today. If y'all haven't already, please make sure to like and subscribe to my channel, because I will be posting videos every week. And if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. And I will see you guys next time.